The combination of Venus transiting through Virgo and its conjunction with Ketu carries significant implications for various aspects of life. Venus represents beauty, desire, and love. It is the primary significator of marriage and is also associated with wealth, luxuries, as well as our sense of harmony and contentment in life. Venus also represents all kinds of relationships. Virgo, as a sign, is primarily known for its analytical and critical nature. It represents qualities like precision, attention to detail, and the desire for perfection. Virgo is also the sign associated with healing and health. It governs analytical and critical skills, making it a strong influence in problem-solving and organizing. Now, the challenging aspect arises from the fact that Venus is debilitated in Virgo. Debilitation means that Venus may struggle to express its natural qualities of love and harmony in this sign. The Virgo nature of being analytical and fault-finding can lead to conflicts and disputes within relationships. People may become too critical and focused on finding imperfections in their partners. One of the significant issues is that people may seek perfection in their relationships, which is an unrealistic expectation as no one is perfect. This quest for perfection can lead to relationship difficulties, and in some cases, even separations or breakups. However, it's essential to recognize that while Venus and Virgo may face challenges, this transit can also bring opportunities. Virgo's attributes of being detail-oriented and having a healing nature can be harnessed constructively in service-related professions. People may excel in fields related to healthcare and finance, where their analytical skills and attention to detail are valuable. The influence of Ketu further adds an element of spirituality, mystical exploration, and detachment to this transit. Ketu is known for removing illusions and offering enlightenment. It can inspire a deeper spiritual quest and a sense of disconnection from worldly desires and attachments. On the positive side, Ketu's presence may lead to in-depth research, investigation, and development of creative skills. Regarding relationships, depending on house placements, Ketu's influence may lead to a sense of isolation or detachment, prompting people to look within themselves for answers and understanding. It's important to approach relationships with flexibility and understanding instead of seeking perfection. Overall, the combination of Venus transiting Virgo and its conjunction with Ketu can indeed bring relationship challenges, but it also provides a unique opportunity for spiritual growth, introspection, and a shift in perspective. It encourages individuals to explore their creative and analytical abilities while deepening their connection with the mystical and the unknown. These energies may manifest differently for each individual, and how they navigate this complex transit will depend on their personal charts. A more precise understanding of the impact of this transit can be gained by examining Venus's Ashtaka score in Virgo. Keep in mind that the effects of this transit will differ from person to person, contingent on Venus's interaction with the planets in their individual birth charts, or its transit through the zodiac. It's also worth noting that individuals currently experiencing the influence of Venus Dasha may feel the effects of this transit more intensely. To assess the impact of this transit, it's crucial to consider your ascendant and moon signs. The ascendant is our self, physical body and life path. Moon represents our mind, emotions. The ascendant sign provides insights into the timing of life events, while the moon sign reveals how you'll emotionally respond to these changes. Additionally, consider the position of your current Mahadasha Lord in your birth chart, as it can shed light on how these transits will influence the recurring themes of your current Dasha period. To understand how this transit may affect you based on your zodiac sign and the houses it transits, let's delve into those specifics. For Aries, the transit of Venus through the 6th house in Virgo focus on matters like diseases, debts, obstacles, enemies, disputes, competitions, litigations, etc. Venus, ruling the 2nd house of wealth and the 7th house of partnerships, finds itself in a somewhat challenging position as it becomes debilitated in Virgo. This debilitation suggests that the usual expressions of love, beauty, and harmony associated with Venus may not flow as effortlessly as they do in other signs. Venus's placement in Virgo often makes individuals more detail-oriented, critical, and perfectionist in matters of love and relationships. This meticulous approach can lead to a tendency to overanalyze and, at times, nitpick in their partnerships. What makes this transit even more intriguing is the presence of Ketu in Virgo. Ketu is a shadow planet known for its tendency to separate or detach one from the matters of the house it transits. With both Venus and Ketu in Virgo, Aries individuals may experience a sense of detachment or isolation from their desires and relationships. This detachment may prompt a profound reevaluation of their values and priorities, encouraging personal growth and self-discovery. The sixth house is traditionally associated with obstacles and challenges in life, encompassing issues such as debts, diseases, disputes, and service to the underprivileged. With Venus representing love and relationships, this transit can influence how Aries individuals approach and tackle these challenges. The focus on health and well-being becomes particularly prominent during this transit, as the sixth house is related to diseases and healing. A heightened awareness of health issues may prompt Aries individuals to prioritize self-care and address any lingering health concerns. The critical and perfectionist tendencies of Venus in Virgo can, at times, lead to conflicts in love and partnerships. It's crucial to practice forgiveness and maintain realistic expectations during this period, nurturing the bonds that matter most. Venus's highest representation is service and devotion. With Venus in the sixth house, there is an opportunity to find fulfillment in serving others, particularly the underprivileged. This selfless approach can provide a positive outlet for the energies of this transit, promoting personal growth and spiritual development. On a financial note, Aries individuals may discover opportunities related to finance during this transit. It's a favorable time for financial planning and investment, which can pave the way for future financial gains. In terms of personal development, Aries individuals may feel inclined to explore new interests and creative skills. This transit encourages the pursuit of knowledge and research, fostering personal growth and expanding horizons. However, it's worth noting that an increase in sexual desire and appetite may be observed during this time. Aries individuals should strive to maintain a balance and avoid overindulgence to prevent potential challenges in these areas. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo's sixth house for Aries individuals carries both challenges and opportunities. While critical and perfectionist tendencies may impact relationships, financial gains, a focus on health, and service to others are all potential benefits. This period calls for self-awareness, realistic expectations, and a balanced approach to life's various facets. For Taurus, Venus rules their first and the sixth house in their birth chart. Venus transits through Virgo, occupying the fifth house, focusing matters like creativity, romance, happiness, hobbies, children, innovation, risk-taking ability, education, ancient texts, etc. First and foremost, Venus is debilitated in Virgo. This signifies that its natural significations of love, beauty, and desire may face challenges during this period. Virgo's critical and perfectionist nature can accentuate sensitivity to flaws within relationships. Individuals might become overly critical of their partners, struggling to appreciate the beauty in imperfections. With Venus transiting in fifth house, Taurus individuals may find themselves gravitating towards activities that bring joy, such as pursuing creative hobbies, spending quality time with loved ones, and immersing themselves in entertainment, such as movies and the arts. However, the presence of Ketu in Virgo within the fifth house introduces an element of detachment or separation, primarily impacting matters concerning love and children. Taurus individuals may experience a sense of disconnection from these aspects of their lives. This detachment can lead to a shift in their approach to relationships and education, potentially driving them toward more introspection and research-oriented pursuits. Expect changes in the dynamics of love and parenting. Given Venus's debilitation and Ketu's influence, Taurus individuals may face challenges in their love lives during this transit. It's imperative to exercise caution when expecting perfection from their partners, as being overly critical or demanding can disrupt the harmony in relationships. Karmic influences from past lives may impact both new and existing relationships, highlighting the importance of patience and understanding during this period. While this transit presents relationship challenges, it favors creative pursuits and higher education. Taurus individuals may excel in academic endeavors or creative hobbies. This is an opportune time to enhance skills and broaden one's knowledge in these areas. The fifth house's association with children may bring changes or challenges related to children during this transit. It is advisable to exercise caution regarding family planning during this period unless alternative methods are considered. With the emphasis on health due to Virgo's influence and Venus's debilitation, Taurus individuals should be vigilant about health issues, particularly those related to the stomach and intestines. However, the combined energy of Venus and Ketu in Virgo, fifth house may present opportunities for financial gain, especially in creative or detail-oriented subjects. Exploring financial analysis or stock market investments could prove fruitful during this period. In a traditional Vedic perspective, the transit of Venus through the fifth house is generally considered favorable. It signifies general happiness, the help of kinsmen, gets wealth, and friends, as well as success over enemies. This period could also bring benefits such as opportunities for public speaking, acquaintances with government officials and their support, and promotions. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the 5th house for Taurus individuals is a mixed period marked by both challenges and opportunities. It is imperative to navigate relationship issues with patience, embrace creative and educational pursuits, and remain prepared for potential karmic influences in matters of love and family. Striking a balance between sensitivity and practicality is key to a harmonious passage through this transit. For Gemini, Venus rules the 12th and 5th houses in their birth chart. Venus transits through Virgo in the 4th house, which related to matters like home, mother, emotions, peace of mind, intuition, convenience, childhood friends, early education, etc. This transit signifies a desire for a harmonious and aesthetically pleasing home environment. It compels Gemini individuals to invest their energy in enhancing their living space, making it more beautiful and comfortable. This may lead to redecoration, renovations, or the acquisition of luxurious and convenient items that contribute to domestic tranquility. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that Venus is debilitated in Virgo during this transit. This indicates that the natural attributes associated with Venus, such as love, beauty, and desire, may face challenges in finding full expression. Furthermore, the inherent critical and perfectionist nature of Virgo can amplify sensitivity to imperfections in relationships and domestic matters. Ketu's influence introduces an element of detachment, separation, or even spiritual transformation in matters pertaining to the home, mother, and homeland. This may trigger a sense of detachment from one's place of residence, potentially igniting a desire for solitude or prompting a fascination with foreign travel experiences. Issues related to misunderstandings or a feeling of being misunderstood may emerge, particularly within the domestic space. The relationship with the mother may also undergo changes or challenges during this transit. Health concerns concerning the mother might arise, underscoring the need for understanding and patience to maintain a harmonious connection. The 4th house symbolizes peace of mind. Venus's debilitation in Virgo and the influence of Ketu could create internal conflicts or emotional detachment. To counterbalance this, Gemini individuals are encouraged to prioritize self-care and engage in mindfulness practices to nurture emotional well-being. The conjunction of Venus and Ketu in Virgo, combined with the critical and perfectionist tendencies of the sign, may lead to potential conflicts and, in extreme cases, breakups in relationships. The pursuit of perfection in domestic matters might inadvertently cause stress and disrupt the peace of mind. Gemini individuals should approach real estate matters, which may pique their interest during this period, as long-term investments rather than for immediate gains. In the traditional Vedic perspective, the transit of Venus through the 4th house is generally considered auspicious. It suggests the acquisition of new friends and increased influence. Success in education, heightened physical vitality and beauty, enhanced intelligence, a proclivity for helping others, a forgiving nature, and support from relatives are among the positive outcomes predicted during this transit. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the 4th house for Gemini individuals is characterized by a profound connection to beautifying their home and fostering a strong bond with their mother. However, this period demands mindfulness regarding potential misunderstandings and health concerns, emphasizing the avoidance of excessive perfectionism that could lead to emotional conflicts. Additionally, this transit encourages self-reflection, the pursuit of inner peace, and opportunities for personal growth. For Cancer, Venus rules their 11th and 4th houses. The current transit of Venus through Virgo in their 3rd house, that encompasses areas such as willpower, courage, self-efforts, business, marketing, communication skills, younger siblings, short-distance travel, and hobbies. As Venus takes transits in the 3rd house, Cancer individuals experience a natural inclination to nurture their hobbies and interests. The creative and productive energy of this transit inspires them to invest time and effort in activities that bring them joy and fulfillment. Furthermore, this period encourages Cancer individuals to communicate with diplomacy, fostering harmonious relationships with siblings and neighbors. However, Venus is debilitated in Virgo during this transit. This implies that the planet's typical attributes, including love, beauty, and desire, may encounter challenges in finding full expression. The inherent critical and perfectionist nature of Virgo can amplify sensitivity to imperfections, particularly within the realm of communication and relationships with siblings and neighbors. Ketu's influence introduces an element of detachment and spiritual transformation in various areas, particularly self-efforts, business, communication, and travel. Cancer individuals may feel a strong inclination to initiate their own businesses, possibly centered around research, analysis, and effective communication. However, they should exercise caution to avoid issues related to self-confidence, and it is advisable not to seek perfection from younger siblings. This period serves as a favorable time for Cancer individuals to focus on their business and research skills. Engaging in activities that demand effective research and marketing efforts is well supported. The third house's emphasis on hobbies and interests makes this a creative and productive phase, allowing Cancer individuals to nurture their passions. Additionally, this transit can make you do more short-distance travel. Cancer individuals may seize this opportunity to explore new places and engage in travel-related activities. It is also an auspicious period for starting a business or engaging in entrepreneurial activities. However, the mystical influence of Ketu suggests that such ventures may involve service or research-oriented fields. In the areas of relationships, Venus's influence fosters improved relations with siblings and neighbors. Cancer individuals are more inclined to exhibit diplomacy and sweetness in their interactions, enhancing the overall quality of their relationships. There may be concerns about self-confidence and perfectionism during this transit, which can impact various aspects of life. It is paramount for Cancer individuals to focus on self-assurance and avoid fixating on unrealistic expectations or an unattainable standard of perfection. In traditional Vedic astrology, the transit of Venus through the third house is generally considered favorable. It predicts an increase in influence, wealth, and respect. It suggests that individuals may acquire new cloths and exhibit heightened sympathy towards others. Success in various undertakings, the subduing of enemies, the acquisition of new friends, and a boost in courage and spirit are all potential positive outcomes of this transit. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the third house for Cancer individuals is marked by productivity and creativity. It offers an excellent opportunity to excel in business, communication, and marketing endeavors. Nevertheless, self-confidence issues should be acknowledged and addressed, and the pursuit of perfection should be tempered. This transit also encourages the nurturing of hobbies and interests, short-distance travel, and the improvement of relationships with siblings and neighbors. For Leo, Venus rules their 10th and 3rd houses. The transit of Venus through Virgo in 2nd house, which encompasses matters such as personal values, wealth, family, face, throat, close friends, speech, and savings. As Venus transits in the 2nd house, Leo individuals experience a natural inclination to spend quality time with their family and place their focus on wealth-related matters. This transit kindles their interest in nurturing their financial security and wealth accumulation. However, Venus is debilitated in Virgo during this transit. This implies that the planet's typical attributes, including love, beauty, and desire, may encounter challenges in finding full expression. Virgo's critical and perfectionist nature can accentuate sensitivity to imperfections, particularly in matters related to the 2nd house, such as wealth, family, and speech. Ketu's influence introduces an element of detachment, transformation, and spiritual insight into various facets, particularly family dynamics, wealth management, and speech. Leo individuals may find themselves drawn to exploring and researching wealth-related topics, which may lead to gains in this domain. However, this exploration may come with a sense of detachment or separation from family matters, also may make them feel misunderstood within the family. This transit encourages Leo individuals to dedicate more attention to their financial well-being. It offers a favorable opportunity to assess and enhance their financial security and investments. It is a time for adopting analytical and perfectionist approaches to financial matters, promoting a sense of responsibility and conscientiousness. Leo individuals may feel a strong desire to nurture family bonds and values, fostering a sense of togetherness and warmth within the family. This period serves as an excellent time to strengthen family relationships and imbue family life with more meaning and significance. The presence of Ketu, while introducing detachment, can also prompt moments of enlightenment and spiritual insight. Patience and open communication may be vital in navigating family dynamics, especially when Leo individuals feel misunderstood. In the 2nd house, which is also associated with speech, Venus's influence may inspire Leo individuals to articulate their thoughts and emotions with grace and charm, resulting in a more refined and aesthetically pleasing manner of speech. With the additional influence of Ketu, their communication might take on a spiritual and dreamy quality, adding depth and a touch of the mystical to their words. In the traditional context of Vedic astrology, the transit of Venus through the 2nd house is typically considered favorable. It signifies the acquisition of wealth, prosperity, and fortune, often through government-related avenues. A prosperous family life, the enjoyment of beauty and aesthetic pleasures, eating and sharing good food, and engagement in arts and music are all positive outcomes of this transit. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the second house for Leo individuals encourages a focus on family, wealth, and speech. It is a time for assessing and nurturing financial security and personal values. While Venus's debilitation and Ketu's influence may introduce challenges and detachment, Leo individuals can also gain valuable insights and enhance their communication skills during this period. This transit promotes quality time with family and offers opportunities for research and growth in matters related to wealth. For Virgo, Venus rules their 9th and 2nd houses. The transit of Venus through Virgo impact on their first house of self, personality, body, place of birth, life purpose, overall health, and the very foundation of life. As Venus transits in the first house, Virgo individuals undergo a profound journey of self-awareness and self-discovery. They may dedicate extra time and effort to enhancing their personal appearance and grooming. However, Venus is debilitated in Virgo during this transit, indicating potential challenges in expressing love, beauty, and desire, especially within the context of the first house. Virgo's inherent analytical and critical nature can amplify the focus on self-improvement and personal appearance. The conjunction of Ketu with Venus in Virgo in the first house introduces an element of isolation and detachment from the self. This period may trigger a deep yearning for introspection, self-investigation, and the exploration of spiritual and occult dimensions. Virgo individuals may be compelled to embark on a journey to uncover their true life purpose and delve into the intricacies of their own existence. This transit encourages Virgo individuals to enhance their self-image and invest time and energy in personal grooming. The influence of Ketu fosters a propitious environment for the pursuit of spirituality and the quest for answers to profound questions about life's path. It's a time when Virgo individuals may become more spiritually inclined, seeking a deeper connection with their inner selves. Significant shifts in one's life path may transpire during this transit, paving the way for new interests, pursuits, and a more spiritually fulfilling journey. The influence of Ketu can introduce mystical experiences and create a sense of living in one's own world, attuned to the spiritual and mystical dimensions of existence. This period presents an opportunity for Virgo individuals to seek perfection from within, rather than relying on external sources. It is a time to channel efforts towards self-improvement and self-discovery, embracing the journey of self-awareness with open arms. In traditional Vedic astrology, the transit of Venus through the first house is typically regarded as favorable. Ancient texts suggest that this transit brings the enjoyment of pleasures in the form of comfortable bedding, exquisite clothing, fragrances, and delectable food. There's also an indication of the acquisition of precious commodities and the experience of sexual pleasures. Additionally, this period is associated with success in education, particularly in subjects like mathematics. There are predictions of career advancements, sensual enjoyment, development of acquaintances with the opposite sex, and promotions during this transit, further reinforcing its positive influence. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the first house for Virgo individuals serves as a catalyst for self-awareness, self-improvement, and self-discovery. While Venus's debilitation may pose some challenges in expressing love and beauty, the presence of Ketu guides them on a spiritual and introspective journey. It's a period for exploring mystical and occult dimensions and seeking one's true life path, which may lead to significant life changes and a deeper understanding of the self. For Libra, Venus rules their 1st and 8th houses. The current transit of Venus through Virgo exerts its influence in their 12th house, which significantly impacts various significations such as foreign lands, spirituality, losses, and hidden matters. The 12th house is often regarded as a space of retreat, where individuals withdraw from the material world to explore deeper, spiritual realms. It also encompasses places associated with loss, hospitals, jails, and foreign lands. Venus is debilitated in Virgo. This suggests potential challenges in the expression of love and desires, a theme that resonates within the 12th house. However, Venus's presence in the 12th house can manifest as a devotion to spiritual and selfless acts of service. The conjunction of Ketu with Venus in Virgo in the 12th house amplifies the spiritual and self-sacrificing dimensions of this period. Ketu's influence fosters detachment, prompting Libra individuals to embark on a profound spiritual journey. There's a profound urge to connect with spiritual places and engage in acts of selflessness and service. This transit augments the significance of the 12th house's association with foreign lands, possibly leading to interactions with individuals from different countries. It may even culminate in a romantic connection with someone from abroad. Libra individuals may also feel a pull toward research, delving into analytical and detail-oriented subjects. The 12th house, with its connection to hidden matters and spirituality, encourages exploration of occult, mystical, and spiritual topics. The need for financial caution is particularly emphasized during this transit, as there may be financial losses. Thus, it's advisable to avoid major investments and exercise prudent financial management. In this period, there is a distinct sense of detachment and letting go, particularly concerning material possessions and desires. The 12th house is strongly associated with spiritual growth and the pursuit of perfection in spiritual matters. Libra individuals may undergo a significant transformation in their spiritual views and may even experience some spiritual or mystical events. It's essential to recognize that the 12th house is inherently linked to the theme of loss, and during this transit, individuals may grapple with a sense of loss in various aspects of life. This sense of loss may be closely tied to the ego and worldly attachments. This period represents a time of profound transformation in the spiritual and mystical realms. In traditional Vedic astrology, as Venus becomes exalted in Pisces, which is the natural 12th house of the zodiac. Consequently, the transit of Venus through the 12th house is traditionally regarded as favorable. Ancient texts suggest several positive outcomes, including the acquisition of property and clothing, restful sleep, and support from various sources. It also points to enhanced espousal love and expenditures on sensual pleasures. There will be budget deficiency at the end of month. Even though Venus is in the house of expenses and make you spend more, you will also earn more. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the 12th house for Libra individuals invites a focus on spirituality, selflessness, and devotion. While Venus's debilitation may introduce challenges in love and desire, the influence of Ketu amplifies the spiritual and mystical aspects of life. This period is characterized by foreign connections, research endeavors, and spiritual growth. Financial caution is advised, and the transit may evoke a sense of loss, ultimately guiding the life path towards spiritual pursuits and experiences. For Scorpio, Venus rules their 12th and 7th houses. The transit of Venus through Virgo exerts its influence in their 11th house, impacting significations such as desires, gains, income, friends, and networking. The 11th house is often regarded as a realm of fulfillment of desires and social engagement. Venus is debilitated in Virgo. This implies potential challenges in the expression of love and desires within the context of the 11th house. However, Venus's presence in the 11th house also offers unique opportunities for forging social connections and reaping monetary gains. The conjunction of Ketu with Venus in Virgo in the 11th house may result in detachment, particularly in the spheres of social connections. It underscores the importance of adopting a practical perspective when it comes to friendships and income. One of the prominent outcomes of this transit is the potential for monetary gains for Scorpio individuals. This can take various forms, including bonuses, promotions, or financial rewards related to their professional pursuits. This transit actively supports the idea of connecting with friends and expanding one's social and professional networks. It's an ideal period for Scorpio individuals to actively engage with their circles of friends and acquaintances, both on a personal and professional level. Moreover, the presence of Venus in the 11th house encourages Scorpio individuals to contemplate contributing to a higher humanitarian cause. This may manifest as an active involvement in social welfare activities during the duration of this transit. The influence of Ketu may lead to a sense of detachment from their social circles and networking, especially if Scorpio individuals find themselves gravitating towards a more spiritual or introspective approach to their relationships. This transit also presents a favorable environment for research-related activities. It's an auspicious time for undertaking research-based entrepreneurship and projects that demand analytical and investigative skills. The presence of Ketu in the 11th house may indicate changes in the sources of income or a shift in how Scorpio individuals earn their money. It's imperative that they remain adaptable and leverage their knowledge effectively to navigate these changes, as the 11th house is the 8th from the 4th house. This could signify indications of changes or instability related to the home or the relationship with the mother. This might prompt Scorpio individuals to adopt a spiritual perspective when dealing with issues related to home and family, creating a sense of detachment from material aspects. In traditional Vedic astrology, the transit of Venus through the 11th house is typically considered favorable. According to ancient texts, this period is associated with the acquisition of wealth from friends, as well as acquiring of commodities like perfumes and clothing. It often results in a boost in income and an enhancement of one's reputation. Success in various endeavors is indicated, as well as delicious food. There's also a prediction of happiness stemming from one's spouse and partners. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the 11th house for Scorpio individuals opens the door to opportunities for monetary gains and the expansion of social connections. The influence of Ketu underscores the importance of detachment and a spiritual perspective in friendships and income. This period encourages research-based activities and the pursuit of a higher humanitarian cause. Changes in the source of income may occur, and adaptability is crucial. Additionally, the transit might introduce changes or instability related to the home or the relationship with the mother, prompting Scorpio individuals to adopt a spiritual outlook when addressing these matters. For Sagittarius, Venus transits the 10th house. The 10th house primarily revolves around one's career, work environment, professional reputation, and relationships with authority figures. It reflects an individual's public image and their interactions with those in positions of authority. With Venus being debilitated in Virgo during this transit, it's likely to bring challenges in expressing love, desires, and harmony, especially within the professional realm. However, it may also ignite a strong desire for perfection and workplace harmony. Ketu's conjunction with Venus in Virgo intensifies the spiritual aspect of this transit. It encourages detachment from the material aspects of one's career and places greater emphasis on spiritual and mystical pursuits. During this period, Sagittarius individuals are likely to experience a more enjoyable and harmonious work environment. They may find themselves fostering positive relationships with colleagues, ultimately contributing to a positive professional image. The transit supports pleasant interactions with colleagues and superiors, which can improve their reputation at work. Sagittarius individuals may become well-liked in the workplace during this period, which could be beneficial to their professional advancement. However, this transit may also lead to changes in their relationship dynamics with authority figures, such as superiors or even their father. The influence of Ketu can create a sense of detachment, potentially altering the dynamics of these relationships. It is essential for Sagittarius individuals to be mindful of their father's health during this transit. With Venus in the 10th house, this period may emphasize a warm and loving public image. Colleagues and associates may perceive Sagittarius individuals as friendly and harmonious, bolstering their professional reputation. However, the influence of Ketu may also make them feel somewhat isolated or detached from their job or career. This could spark a desire to explore self-employment or entrepreneurial ventures, which may provide more fulfillment than traditional roles. Ketu's influence is also likely to steer them towards research, occult studies, and spiritual matters. This is a favorable period for delving into mystical subjects and engaging in self-reflection. While seeking perfection in their career or relationships with authority figures can be admirable, it may also bring about challenges. It is vital for them to maintain a balanced perspective and adapt to the changes unfolding in their professional life. The influence of Ketu might encourage Sagittarius individuals to consider alternative career paths. Initiating their own businesses or pursuing unconventional career options may become more appealing than traditional employment. As Venus draws closer to Ketu during this transit, they may experience some separation or distancing from colleagues and social circles. This period can serve as a catalyst for further introspection and self-discovery. Traditionally, Venus transits through the 10th house are not considered favorable, as indicated in ancient texts. Predicted outcomes may include experiencing disgrace, conflicts, potential health issues due to untimely and unhealthy dietary habits, sorrow, business losses, career troubles, and challenges in undertakings. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the 10th house for Sagittarius individuals signifies a harmonious and enjoyable work environment with positive relationships among colleagues. However, the influence of Ketu may introduce a sense of detachment, pushing them to explore alternative career paths. This period signals a transitional phase in their professional life, encouraging openness to new opportunities and adaptability to evolving challenges. For Capricorn, Venus rules their 10th and 5th houses. The transit of Venus through Virgo in 9th house, which impacts significations, including luck, fortune, teachings from gurus, higher education, philosophy, and long-distance travels. The 9th house also relates to matters of faith, worship, and religious places. Venus is debilitated in Virgo during this transit. This suggests potential challenges in expressing love and desires within the realms of higher knowledge, religion, and philosophy. It may intensify the desire for perfection in these areas, encouraging Capricorn individuals to seek a deeper understanding and connection with their spiritual and philosophical beliefs. The conjunction of Ketu with Venus in Virgo further amplifies the transformative aspects of this period. It suggests a detachment from conventional beliefs and a heightened focus on research and unconventional wisdom. This can lead to a shift in religious or philosophical perspectives, prompting Capricorn individuals to explore new dimensions of spirituality. Venus's presence in the 9th house also makes it a favorable time for long-distance travel. During this transit, Capricorn individuals are likely to explore different cultures, religions, and philosophies through their journeys. Their strong interest in higher education, religious studies, and philosophy can lead them towards teaching, preaching, or counseling in these subjects. This period may offer opportunities to connect with spiritual or knowledgeable mentors, and some Capricorn individuals may seek guidance from gurus or teachers to further their understanding of faith and philosophy. However, the pursuit of perfection in religious and philosophical beliefs may also lead to disagreements with those who hold different views. It's essential for Capricorn individuals to remain open to diverse perspectives and maintain respectful discussions. The conjunction with Ketu can indeed result in unconventional views on religion and philosophy, prompting Capricorn individuals to develop unique and sometimes controversial perspectives. Their long-distance travels are often related to higher education or spiritual quests, providing opportunities for academic pursuits and a deeper exploration of faith and spirituality. As Venus gets closer to Ketu, there is a potential for separations and distance from children, romantic partners, teachers, mentors, and parents. Additionally, health issues concerning parents, particularly the father, may arise during this period. The influence of Ketu can sometimes lead to a lack of support from authority figures, further underscoring the need for personal strength and self-reliance. Traditionally, the transit of Venus through the 9th house is considered favorable in Vedic astrology. Ancient texts suggest numerous positive outcomes, including the development of virtuous qualities, happiness, the acquisition of new possessions, improvements in both health and wealth, engagement in philanthropic activities, and the possibility of developing acquaintances with wealthy individuals. It also points to religious inclination, the likelihood of foreign travels, love in foreign lands, pilgrimages to holy places, improved economic conditions, and the meeting of good-natured mentors. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the 9th house for Capricorn individuals signifies a period of exploration and the pursuit of higher knowledge. They are likely to embark on long-distance travels for educational or spiritual purposes, which may bring unconventional views and challenges in their relationships with teachers or mentors. This transit represents a time of personal growth, self-reflection, and a questioning of conventional beliefs, which can lead to changes in both career and spiritual perspectives. For Aquarius, Venus transits through the 8th house. The 8th house is associated with secrecy, mysteries, occult knowledge, transformation, inheritance, and matters related to death and rebirth. Venus is debilitated in Virgo during this transit, signifies challenges in the expression of love, desire, and pleasures. When coupled with Ketu's conjunction in Virgo, it intensifies the focus on 8th house themes, potentially leading to a deeper exploration of occult and mystical knowledge. Aquarius individuals during this transit may find themselves profoundly interested in the occult, mysticism, and hidden information. They may engage in serious research related to these subjects, delving into the enigmatic and the uncharted. The influence of the 8th house also suggests an inclination to serve and assist others in profound ways. Opportunities may arise for Aquarius individuals to benefit from inheritances or receive gifts, particularly from in-laws. This period may also involve financial dealings concerning shared resources. The conjunction of Ketu with Venus in the 8th house indicates the potential for significant internal transformation. Aquarius individuals may experience shifts in their perspectives or a reevaluation of their overall life path. It's a time of metamorphosis and rebirth, guided by a deep dive into the unknown and a quest for hidden knowledge. These changes may extend to inheritance or financial matters associated with partners or in-laws, potentially bringing both positive and challenging aspects. The inclination toward the occult and mysticism during this period fosters personal growth and a deepening of intuitive and mystical abilities. Aquarius individuals may find themselves on a profound spiritual journey. The 8th house's association with accidents and surgery suggests the need for caution and safety during this transformative period. It's essential for Aquarius individuals to prioritize their well-being and take measures to prevent accidents or health issues. Moreover, this transit may present challenges in personal relationships. The quest for perfection or a desire for deeper emotional connections can bring about tension or issues within partnerships. It's important for Aquarius individuals to communicate openly with their loved ones, fostering understanding and connection. As Venus comes closer to Ketu, there may be feelings of tension and separation, particularly concerning in-laws, parents, or teachers. The influence of this conjunction can intensify the need for personal space and independence, leading to some distance in these relationships. However, this separation may serve as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Traditionally, the transit of Venus through the 8th house is considered favorable in Vedic astrology. Ancient texts suggest a range of positive outcomes, including the acquisition of articles of comfort and wealth. Diseases may heal, and body vitality may increase. It often indicates improved understanding and support from one's spouse. Prestige and social status can also rise during this period. Friends and relatives may extend their support and favors, resulting in favorable results throughout the transit. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the 8th house for Aquarius individuals signifies a period of intense exploration into the realms of occult and mystical knowledge, alongside the potential for significant life changes and the pursuit of hidden information. The influence of Ketu amplifies these themes, promoting a deep dive into the unknown. It is crucial to approach relationships with openness and a focus on deepening connections, prioritize safety and well-being, and embrace the transformative potential of this period. For Pisces, Venus transits their 7th house. The 7th house is associated with marriage, partnerships, and relationships, both personal and business. With Venus being debilitated in Virgo during this transit, there may be challenges in expressing love, desire, and nurturing relationships in the context of the 7th house. The conjunction of Ketu with Venus in Virgo intensifies the focus on 7th house themes, which can lead to a sense of detachment and a deeper exploration of the spiritual and karmic aspects of relationships. During this transit, Pisces individuals will experience a significant emphasis on their relationships, be it marriage, personal connections, or business partnerships. New relationships may form or existing ones may be under review. The influence of Ketu suggests a sense of detachment in relationships, which can bring about periods of introspection and challenges within partnerships. It's a time for Pisces individuals to explore the deeper layers of their connections and to understand the karmic aspects of their relationships more profoundly. The presence of Ketu in this transit may also indicate potential health issues. These health concerns could affect either the individual or their partner, and it's essential for Pisces individuals to prioritize their well-being during this period. The 7th house is not only about personal relationships but also business partnerships. Pisces individuals may find themselves drawn to research-oriented business activities, and this can lead to benefits in their professional partnerships. Their attention to detail, a characteristic of Virgo, can significantly contribute to the success of their endeavors during this transit. Additionally, the 7th house deals with interactions with the general public and the masses. Pisces individuals may be involved in client or customer interactions, negotiations, or dealings with the public. These activities are likely to bring benefits, and their meticulous approach can result in success. This transit can introduce both internal and external changes in relationship dynamics. Pisces individuals may need to address internal issues before they can experience external improvements. The presence of Ketu indicates that relationships formed during this transit may have deeper karmic implications, and past life connections might come to the fore. While seeking perfection in relationships is admirable, it may lead to separation or disappointments if carried to extremes. Pisces individuals are advised to approach relationships with flexibility and understanding, allowing room for growth and evolution rather than rigid expectations. Traditionally, Venus transits through the 7th house are considered unfavorable. Ancient texts suggest potential outcomes such as physical fatigue, mental imbalances, dangers from water sources, possible illicit relationships, health issues, enmity with friends and relatives, potential deceit in partnership businesses, disturbances due to women, chances of foreign travel, success in litigation, and disturbances from ill-willed friends. Overall, the transit of Venus through Virgo in the 7th house for Pisces individuals signifies a significant emphasis on relationships and partnerships. The influence of Ketu brings a sense of detachment, prompting a deeper exploration of the spiritual and karmic aspects of these connections. As we wrap up this transit episode, remember that these insights are based on sidereal or Vedic astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference with the tropical zodiac. It's an exciting month ahead with astrological movements impacting all aspects of life. If you'd like more personalized predictions for your specific zodiac sign or have any questions about your astrological chart, feel free to reach out to us. Stay tuned for more astrological updates. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more astrology insights. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you once again for joining us, and we eagerly anticipate sharing more astrological wisdom with you in the future. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep shining bright.